How we doing, guys? And yeah, it's finished. Arsenal 3, Southampton 3. Title pretty much says it all. We've bottled it. It's done. Some people sit there and talk about how, you know, we turned it around from 3-1 in the 89th minute. We could have gone on and won it in the 8 minutes of injury time. Listen, you're putting yourself in that situation. To begin with, you're not going to win titles. Let's be real about it. It was an abysmal performance. There was nothing good about it in any way, shape or form. In the first half, there was only 2 players that, you know, could actually hold their head high and say they did anything. And that was Saka and Martinelli. Everybody else was absolutely horrendous. We looked a nervous wreck. We looked all over the place. Within 25 seconds, Aaron Ramsdale has literally gifted them a goal. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, here we go again. At the Emirates, same thing, all over again. And you look and you think, all right, maybe we'll get back into this because he's got long enough. That's the only, you know, positive with such an early goal. And then we go and let Theo Walcott, that scored 1 goal all season, come back and score against us. I'm just like, really? And it was because we gave the ball away in the midfield. You know, Vieira sitting on the wrong side of the player that actually retrieved the ball from an Odegaard pass. Vieira, like, I don't want to single a player out and, you know, rip into him, but he is awful. He should not be anywhere near this Arsenal team. If we've got any aspirations of ever winning Premier Leagues, then Vieira as he is right now, no. I'd rather a retired Patrick Vieira than this one. Abysmal performance. Should have come off at half time, not 10 minutes into the second half. And we go and get a goal back. First time we actually have a bit of penetration, a little bit of move, a little bit of purpose. And I think, right, we're back in the game. Cool. Get one cleared off the line. Go into half time. I think, cool. Second half, it'd be different. And there was a 20-minute spell where we had so much possession, but we did nothing. What's the point in all that possession when there's no penetration? It was just poor. And then Southampton go and get a corner and make it 3-1. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, sit, done. Here we go again. And, you know, one thing I'm going to say here, right? We talk about the Emirates, right? And the atmosphere this season's been unbelievable. We all know that there's been problems with trying to get tickets and everything else for, you know, fans and stuff like that. But with 5 to 10 minutes or so to go and the score at 3-1, the place emptied. Emptied completely. I know same people were running back into the stadium when we started scoring goals. It's the point in even being there. I've never understood it anyway. Why would you know, leave a game early? I've been at some abysmal performances that some of you would never even think about, you know, sitting in and you know, staying to the end. Abysmal performances where we're getting slapped 5, 6s and whatnot. And just don't get it. We're leaving early for. I know it's 3-1, I know it's disappointing, but what's the point? And then, yeah, Odegaard scores. Then Saka scores. And then 8 minutes go up. And I think we should have had a penalty on the 98th minute. But too little too late. 2 points dropped. Title's done. They're saying it's still in our hands because if we go to the Etihad and win, we're not going to the Etihad and winning when we're defending like that against Southampton. Let's be real about this now, all right? Let's not paper over this. Let's not sit there and try and make it sound so nice or anything. Let's say it as it is. We've had a fantastic season. Everything's been great. But when you play poor, tell them you play poor. Say it how it is. And that today was unacceptable. It was below par by a mile. And everybody has to take responsibility for that performance. If you think we're going to defend like that, go to the Etihad and play against the likes of Grealish and, you know, possibly Mahrez, Foden, Haaland, De Bruyne, please. Come on now. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And the loss of William Saliba is bigger than we thought. And I said it in one of my previous videos that, you know, when we're building up from the back, it's something that Rob Holding just cannot do that William Saliba can. You know, tonight, Zinchenko was absolute pony. Awful. You know, what was the point of him doing and playing the inverted? And it was just poor. Thomas Partey, absolutely woeful. I'll tell you something, I wouldn't play Thomas Partey in the next game just for what he did in about the 96th minute. When you're trying to keep the ball, recycle the ball, and you've got a simple pass to the right to you, to Martin Odegaard, and you try and have a shot from about 150 fucking yards. Seriously, man. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Such an experienced player, and you're doing that. It's pathetic. The whole performance was pathetic. Not going to paper over anything and say, well, at least we salvaged a draw. At least we salvaged a point. We are at home to Southampton. Bottom of the league. We're top. We're meant to be going for the title. If you want to win it, you have to beat crap like that. And that's what they are. They're a poor side. They're lucky it was only 8 minutes injury time because it should have been 18. If that was at the World Cup, they would have played another half the amount of time that they wasted. Absolutely abysmal. And I can't really say much more than that. Seriously, what do you want me to say? As far as I'm concerned, the title is done. We've had a fantastic season. When we get to the end of it, we'll look at it and we'll sit there and we'll say, yeah, you know what, there's progress being made and everything else. But, you know, when we get to this point in the season and when you look at our last 3 games, 6 points dropped, you've got to look at that and say, yeah, we know what we need to do in the summer transfer window. We know what we still need to do. We're a good 4 players or so away from really being able to get to these points and not make these mistakes. We need a couple more central midfielders because at the end of the day, the likes of Partey, you know, Granit Xhaka, Jorginho that's came in recently, they're all of the age where they're going to be getting replaced. So you need to start building in that respect. So I can't really say much more than that. We need another central defender most likely. Somebody that's going to challenge the likes of Gabriel and Saliba. And if there is an injury to, you know, any one of them, like there has been Saliba, we've got ample replacement. Rob Holding is a fine player to come on with 5 minutes to go when we shut up shop and we go and try and take the points. He's not a player that you want to be playing consistently week after week to replace someone like Saliba when you're going for a league title. That is the harsh, cold reality. It's as simple as that. So I can't say much more. You can let me know in the comment section what you think. We've blown it. I don't really care what anybody has to say about it because it's just not going to happen next week. We're not winning at the Etihad. You know, it's the hope that kills you. And as an Arsenal fan, you'll know that more than anybody. And we've blown it. I can't say much more than that. So there we go. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Smash a like on this video. And I'll see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.